Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on The Cleaner, starring Daisey Ridley and Clive Owen. A little pre-trailer there. In basically a remake of Die Hard. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. From the director of Casino Royale and Goldeneye. Not a bad director. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys books 1 through 16. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So Clive Owen's going to rob this place or take people hostage. He's some sort of crazy activist. And Daisey Ridley just happens to be the window cleaner because we all know how much women love to do dangerous jobs. I mean, they practically live for that, right? You know, while the men are home taking care of the children, the women are out there doing the hard work. They're cleaning windows on a skyscraper. They're fixing the sewers. They're building the things that keep America running. What the F is this? Is this a movie from an alternate universe where everybody's woke-tarded? Stop making these movies. This is Die Hard, first off. Coming in 2025. Yeah, it should. You should drop it January 3rd, where no one will ever see it. Directed by Martin Campbell. A screenplay by Simon Utley, Paul Andrew Williams, and Matthew Orton. Did one of you read the screenplay for Die Hard while the other transcribed it and changed the names? And the other one, I don't know, got drinks? How does it take 3 guys to write this movie? Please. This entire trailer is an insult to movies, trailers, screenplays. Daisey Ridley. Why is Daisey Ridley even in this? Of all the women you could have got. Now, maybe you could have cast, say, Gina Carano. And I might have been, or Ronda Rousey. You know, some women would have been a heft to them. And then maybe I could have believed that they're punching a dude or kicking a dude and doing some damage. Daisey Ridley? How did she become a window cleaner without the wind blowing her away? She is, what, 100 pounds soaking wet? Daisey Ridley, no. She is not, in my view, not believable as an action star. She wasn't believable in Star Wars, in my view. And not for nothing, this audience, which is going to be men, overlaps a great deal with Star Wars. I don't think the fans of those movies are big fans of Daisey Ridley. I don't think they're saying, oh, I can't wait until Daisey Ridley's in another action movie. She's not an action star. How is she an action star? No. This lead should have been a man. I'll tell you who should be in it. And it's not funny, but it should be. It should be light and airy, kind of like Die Hard was, with some one-liners. The perfect guy for this movie would have been Terry Crews. Yeah, because Terry Crews looks like a dude that if he punched you, you would be in the hospital. So if Terry Crews was in the movie and he punched a dude, you'd be like, oh, God, that guy ain't getting up. And he can deliver a funny line. No, but instead they had him doing office work in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He should be in a movie like this. And if you want women to go see these movies, and I assume you do because you want women to see everything now and F men, they would have come to see Terry Crews with his shirt off, which inevitably would have happened in the movie. Are women going to come to see Daisey Ridley prance around and try to stop the terrorist? I don't think they will. What's the 3 acts? Well, you remember Die Hard, first act. There's a gala going on in a skyscraper, only instead of being Bruce Willis reluctantly going to the party, she is the window cleaner. She didn't even get to go to the party. And a bunch of terrorists take over, and they didn't count on the window cleaner. So eventually she breaks into the building and starts fighting all the terrorists and wins. And I bet she doesn't say a single funny line in this. Because guess what? Women have problems with comedy too. So, and it would undermine the seriousness of the situation. So I bet she doesn't say a single funny line in the movie. And Daisy Ridley doesn't strike me as somebody who could deliver a really funny line. Terry Crews does. Yep. And Terry Crews is built. You could have gotten one of the regular A-lister leads right now, Paul Mescal. He would have been fine for it. You know, I just saw Jack Quaid in the other trailer. He would have been good for this. You needed a male lead. Even like Matt Damon, who's older, or Ben Affleck, someone like that, would have been fine. Because it's like, you know, they could have been a retired soldier, down on their luck kind of thing. That's totally believable. Her? No. I don't even believe she was a soldier. She doesn't look grizzled, despite her terrible haircut. I don't believe her moves. I just don't believe it. Yeah. So this doesn't work, in my view. This it's just poor casting. But this is the Hollywood agenda. Women, 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 women. Oh, let's do Women Die Hard. Who's this for? You're going to drop this 2025. Okay. Drop it in February where everybody's inside and aren't coming into movies, because at least you can blame it on February, would be my advice. But who's this for? All right. If you aim it at men, there's only one way you could get us to go see a movie like this, and that is if you cast Sydney Sweeney and she's in a bikini the entire time. Or again, Gina Carano, Ronda Rousey, someone who looks a little weathered, who looks like maybe if she punched it, it would be bad. Not Daisy Ridley. Daisy Ridley, I'm sure, if she is going to a gala, looks like $1 million. Let's take a look at Daisy Ridley. Daisy, when she's all, you know, tarted up. Daisy Ridley. All right, there's Daisy Ridley. Let's look at the images. Look, she looks very cute. Very cute. She's in a nice dress there. Here she is there on the right with her head shot. Here she is in a nice dress. She looks very nice. She looks cute. She's a girl next door type. You think the girl next door is going to beat the crap out of the terrorists? It doesn't make any sense. It did make sense in Star Wars, but at least in Star Wars you have the science fiction angle. You could kind of maybe stretch things a bit. You can't make this work. I mean, I was just looking at an article over at a Fandom Pulse about how women don't work in the hero's journey. And Daisy Ridley certainly doesn't. Because Daisy Ridley looks dainty. She looks feminine. Even when you've dumbed her down or made her look terrible. Here she is again, looking like a glamorous movie star. There she is. Look at her. So what are we doing here? You're putting this hot girl in an action movie where she's going to what? Beat the terrorist. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it, man. Come on. Who's going to believe this? So women aren't going to want to see this, I don't think, because it's an action movie, number one. Number two, I don't think they would identify with your female soldier. Very few of them would. I mean, there might be a handful that might, but it's not a lot of people. The men take one look at this and go, no, like you've lost all the men and most of the women. It's not for kids, so you don't have that audience. I mean, the Venn diagram would overlap with Star Wars pretty good, but you think you're going to drag the Star Wars fans in for this? No. I mean, the fans you have left for Star Wars, if there are any left, they're so hardcore to Star Wars. They don't watch. I don't think they watch anything else. Uh, you know, this what do you got to prove, Hollywood? Oh, women can do it just as well as men. No, they can't. But that's okay. Women can do other things better. And the sooner you accept that and come back to reality, the sooner you start making movies again that make money. Clive Owen, the villain in this movie, would have been a better lead. He could look like a grizzled ex-vet. He's a little older, but he's in shape. He knows what he's doing. He can fight. And then you would need another guy to be the villain, but that's fine. Daisey Ridley. No. Daisey Ridley is the cute girl who helps the hero in this movie. She helps the window cleaner and then gets taken hostage for the climax of the movie where he saves her, and then they go off together. That's how it works. Or she's the femme fatale sidekick of the lead terrorist, and she ends up getting killed too because like the female sidekick kicks her down an elevator shaft or something. This is just, I don't know, some female studio exec's fantasy, I guess. At least if you're going to cast a woman, at least cast one that looks like they could kick my ass. That's a very short list of actresses, but Daisey Ridley would not be on that list. Yes, she's got box office, but not if you keep casting her in movies like this. You gotta cast someone who looks like, Gina Carano, Ronda Rousey. At least they have the credibility because they fought in the ring, so their moves are going to be more natural. They didn't have to spend 6 months training with a martial artist to, even be in a damn movie. They probably had to train like a couple of months and then they're ready to go. They wouldn't even have to train to fight, really. They had to train not to hit people. Daisey Ridley probably had to train for months to get up to this role. And look at her. She doesn't look super muscular. She doesn't look like she can kick my ass. I'll tell you that right now. She doesn't look like she could kick anybody's ass. What are you doing? At least if you cast that 6'6" porn star, that would have been something. Holy crap. When the terrorists could come in and go, oh my God. Cast one of these bodybuilding chicks. The huge arms and obviously taking some kind of gear, I'm assuming. But Daisey Ridley? A stiff breeze is going to blow her off the building. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on the green site, the orange site, and the black site for more videos. We get pretty spicy on those other videos. Saturday, I'll be at the Williamstown Middle School for the holiday event there from 10 to 2. Hope to see you there. We'll see you tomorrow.